time in YouTube, and welcome back to another Pokemon TCGO battle. Today we are taking on MayitosPictureBox, so if you guys are hyped and ready for this, make sure to hit that like button because it is greatly appreciated as always. It lets me know that you guys care about the series and want me to continue bringing you these fantastic matches. Alright, so we are going on to use the Yanmega Champion deck, the Yanmega deck that won the Seniors Champions at Worlds is what we're using today. So, we're gonna go click. We're sending that invitation. We're gonna get this set on its way. Remember guys, it is best 2 of 3 matches. So if either one of us wins or loses a match, it'll go on to the second, and obviously from there. So Mayito is playing a fairy deck. He knows that he can only use that particular deck. He gets to call this coin toss. It's gonna be a very important coin toss. We get to go first, which is very big. Would you like to go first? Yes, please. It matters indeed. Now, I am jealous of those sleeves. He's got some... Oh. So you want to talk about shamans, eh? This is a bad start. Good luck to you as well, Mayito. I am not going to message him on here. Just a little junky at the way my setup is. But we are going to have to pass because Shaman is our only basic at this moment in time. Hopefully our second game will have a much better start. And we see a Flabébé and a Spritzy. So I need a lot of cards. I need a lot of cards. I'm going to go for a Battle Compressor off the bat. And what do I want to get rid of immediately? I think I'm going to ditch the Lysander. Ooh, not much of my supporters are actually in the front here. We can ditch a N and a Sycamore. That way I don't draw them. And I have the ability to get them back from the good old Who's a Whatsits. I can get back from a VS Seeker. That is what I was looking at. I'm going to ditch the Judge and the Vespiquen. I'm going to be looking for a... I don't want a Shaman. I'm going to be AZing the Shaman in my hand. So I can go for a Yanmega. If I do believe regular Yanma is going to be 70 HP, so I can go for a level ball here and get it out of the front. So we're going to get that Yanma up. Going to go for the Yanma on the field. We're going to go for a Forest of Giant Plants. We're going to be able to evolve here. And we're going to just go for the AZ, pick up that Shaman. Now the AZ is also in the discard, which means we can utilize VS Seeker again if we need to. We are going to be drawing 6 cards. Here we go. 2 forests and a Yanma. That's not a very good hand. We are going to go with an Ultra Ball. I can ditch... I'm not fearing damage, so I'm going to actually ditch the Bursting Balloon. And I want to go for a Shaman. As much as that may seem like a bad play, I want to get a few more cards before I really make a decision on what I end up attacking with. I know I can't attack this turn, but I want to have... I have pulled way too many forests. Way too many. Do I Ultra Ball into the break, or do I hold? You know what? I'm going to drop a double colorless energy down onto the back Yanma just in the safe side, and I'm going to pass. If he ends me, I won't have lost too much position, but it'll at least have given me an energy drop here. We get an energy on the Flabébé, and he's getting rid of our forest. So thankfully we didn't get rid of both of our forests there. We see a town map. I know that was a little bit of a slow first turn for me. We do see an N in his prizes, and he goes for 10 damage onto the Yanmega. So we see a Combi here, And we are going to get rid of that Fairy Garden. We do not want to have that in the active position. And I think my best play here is to Ultra Ball away the Forest and the Ariados, and then we can go for an N. We're going to go for a Yanmega BREAK right now. I don't mind losing some of the Pokemon, as it does let Vespiquen get powered up from the back. We are now set up with Yanmega, and we are going to go for that N right now, hoping to play 2 of the 4 cards we get, or 2 of the 6 cards that we get. And we are going to. So I can drop a double colorless energy onto the Combee. I can play a Combee. And then the other 4 cards can sit nicely as I go for a Barrier Break. It'll knock out this Flabebe. We'll be free of charge. We're stage 2 already, and we're claiming our first prize of the game. And in comes Spritzy. Now, we did pull up a Spinarak, so I'm not too threatened by that either. I can go for a Sycamore on the following turn. Try and ditch our hand down. We see an Aromatisse now in the active position. Not really something you want to see in the active position, though. We see an Ultra Ball. What does he go for? He goes for a Shaman. Hey, now that's how you play. He's getting them cards going. There he goes, plays the Shaman onto the field, and goes for the setup ability. He now draws 5 additional cards, and it lets him see a little bit more into that future. He drops a Fairy Garden. So I believe that is the end of our forests. We are just double checking here. Yes, unfortunately, all 4 of my forests have hit the discard. But he's not in a position. He has a Gardevoir EX. Ugh. Switches out the Togepi. Okay. He's going to Fairy Transfer onto the Gardevoir. But I'm going to do my best right now to try and hit that thing. I'm going to Via Seeker up the Lysander. Drops a Muscle Band. So we can drop a Yanmega here. We're going to go for the VS Seeker. Now this will put us in 4 cards range, so I'll be able, once using the Lysander, I'll be actually able to attack for free, and we're going to go for that Gardevoir. And we are going to hit with the Assault Boom, as the Gardevoir does have a tool card. This will do 120 damage and put it in range of being knocked out the following turn. And being as we do not share an energy cost, the Link Blast is only going to do a whopping 50 damage. So I'm not threatened there. I am not threatened there. Need to pull up a Vespiquen though to get ourselves a second attacker going. But I'm feeling pretty confident here. Switches out into the Xerneas here. Places an energy and is going to go for that Geomancy. Now I need to pull a VS Seeker here in order to get rid of that Gardevoir. Because that is going to be a huge threat. Only gets the 1. No, it does get the 2. It's going to be on the Togepi and the Gardevoir. We switch over to our turn, and we do get that VS Seeker. We are going to go for that Lysander, and we are going to pull that Gardevoir back out. And because we have not added any additional cards to our hand, we are at 4. We're going to go for that Assault Boom and knock out this Gardevoir EX, claiming 2 prizes and a very early lead on a huge threat. Gardevoir did not get to see as much play as probably he was hoping, but we do grab a Combee and a double colorless energy. So the double colorless energy is really good, as it will get the Combee on the bench set up as well. Goes for the Rainbow Spear, which will not knock me out. I am okay with this. We have a Vespiquen now, so we are going to evolve our Combee. I'm going to double check our discard. How many Pokemon do we have? Just the 2. So our good old Queen is not in range of taking a huge hit here. We are going to drop the double colorless energy onto the Combee, and we are going to go for 4 more Pokemon into the discard pile. Whew. We are going to go for a Bursting Balloon on the Yanmega, just in case he would want to take a early lead there, or not lead, but go for a potential attack. He'll knock himself out as well. We are going to go for that good old evolution there as well. And we'll actually get to attack here as long as I can play one of two cards here. It'll be the Battle Compressor. I haven't got very many cards left in deck, so I am probably not going to throw anything away. No. Oh, I have to throw one. It'll be the Level Ball. Done. And let's see. We are just going to go for that attack. We're going to go for the Barrier Break. It'll get us up to 100 damage done to the Yanmega, or sorry, to the Xerneas, and it'll be needing an energy to charge up, or if it hits us with the Rainbow Spear, it'll get itself knocked out as well. Goes for a Sycamore of his own, so he's going to be able to draw 7 cards here, discarding a Floette. He's definitely got a lot more opportunities, though, for his deck, as he's only about halfway through, whereas I've only got 11 cards. I really have to conserve what I've got left. We see a Fighting Fury Belt onto the Xerneas, so technically I'd be out of range, but now the barrier, my Assault Boom can still pick up that kill. Switches out into the Togekiss, predicting the knockout? Now if I get a VS Seeker here, I'm going to knock out that Xerneas. We see the Aromatisse go for the Fairy Transfer, adding 1 energy. 2 energies? 3 energies? Don't add the 3 energies. That's all I'm saying, is don't do it. Going to go for Go Fetch, which will shuffle 3 basic energies from our discard back into their deck. It's a good idea to do it. You're going for all 3! That's not a smart play. He's going to go for another Fairy Transfer, maybe reconsidering that idea. That is one great thing about Aromatisse and the future Lunala, is the transfer abilities are fantastic. If you make a mistake, you can transfer them back. It's not a big deal. So goes for the Go Fetch. We are going to get the knockout here onto the Togetic, which is fine by me. We have walled him with the Yanmega BREAK, which has been huge. We end up getting a Judge, which is, not going to lie, pretty big here. We're going to go for a Judge. Put ourselves down to 4, and we will go for the knockout here. I cannot use any of the cards currently in my hand, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to go for the knockout on the Togetic. That'll leave us at just 1 prize, and all we need to do is get 1 card to take out the Shaman, and we should have this game. We get the VS Seeker, which is the only card we need. Thank you! Now, the Xerneas is up. The Xerneas is up. He needs another energy, which he did get, so the Rainbow Spear is going to make sure that this Yanmega BREAK goes down. Goes for another Sycamore, so his hand, not as great as he was hoping for. Drops a Flabébé. And goes to the Rainbow Spear to knock me out, which is a great play. Great play. We are going to bring up a Vespiquen, though, because we just lost 3 Pokemon to the discard pile, which is more than enough to take out this Xerneas. We are going to go with a Bursting Balloon onto the Vespiquen. This way, if he wants to go for an attack... No, wait. Shaman. So we're going to go for a Lysander. And we're going to go for the... Sorry, VS Seeker into Lysander. And we're going to pull up that Shaman. It's not protected. And we're going to go for the Be Revenge, which should take game number 1. And it does. Exactly 110 damage. That is game number 1 going to Yanmega. But will Fairies be able to come back in game number 2? They had a lot of really nice techs. And I gotta say, the Gardevoir could have been really scary if it was set up. We just were able to maintain the initiative and pull to take it out early. So I'm going to say here and say we're going to get into game number 2 in just a moment. That was quick. We're back, and here we are, going into game number 2. Mayito does need to pull a win here in order for himself to stay in this matchup, but it does seem slim. Yanmega is very quick. We do win this coin toss, and we are going to go first one more time. I start with 2 Shamans this time, but that's okay. I have the ability to play a Shaman. I got a few Pokemon that I can actually play out. I can get the Combi going. No, we are not playing that Shaman. So there's a few things we can do here. I'm actually okay with this hand. We see a Gardevoir start. That is not good for us, but we are going to go for a Level Ball. We're going to get that Combi. I'm going to try setting up a Vespa Queen really early if I can. There goes the Combi. There goes a Forest. This means Vespa Queen comes on down. And here comes our Shaman. So, we are going to draw 3 more cards. We did not really grab anything that we needed. Did not grab much of what we actually needed. So, I'm going to go for a Bursting Balloon on the Shaman. As my opponent does get the opportunity to attack first, I'm going to go for the N. Gives me a little bit more opportunity, and I don't lose the VS Seekers, obviously. We are going to go for the Spinnerack here, and I would like to get a turn 1. You know what? We're going to put it on the Shaman, so this way I have an ability to retreat. And I'm going to go for that Poison. I think that turn 1 Poison is going to matter huge, and I'll be able to pick up the Shaman on the following turn. I do want to put pressure on this Gardevoir as soon as I can. I will be poisoning Shaman, but again, if he wants to attack me, which he can't, I do apologize for this. We have a few counters to come up. Yep, I understand the rules. So we are poisoned. We have poisoned our opponent, and we're going to end our turn. So I take 10, they take 10. Again, I'll be scooping up Shaman with the Sky Return attack next turn, so it's not that big of a deal. They do not have a real way of getting rid of too much right now. Unless they play... They'd have to get all the way up to Florges, and it's not going to happen this turn in order for him to attack. I don't know why I said her. Probably because I'm looking at the Gardevoir, and even though Gardevoir is not classified as a female, its name is actually Sir Knight, so the feminine is just the way those knights were back in the day of how they were actually, you know, in it. It wasn't meant to be just female. So we see an N, which is fine. That actually benefits us a ton because I only had a Forest in my hand. And now I could probably have a Forest Plus. I don't. We do see a Fairy Garden drop. So I do need to get some more momentum going there. I take 10. That is fine. They take 10. I'm going to be able to dish a little bit of damage, retreat my Shaman. We do get a Yanma. I don't need to play a Bursting Balloon. I have an N in hand. That is all I have. Or sorry, in discard. And I think it's the best play I have because my hand is not very good. So I'm going to take this time to go for the N. Get a few more cards. Explicity has more HP than what I was originally thinking there. I don't have to do that, but I am going to. I want to save my double colorless energy. I get a Forest. And I'm going to put the Bursting Balloon on the Vespa Queen as I go for the Sky Return. Now I'll be able to AZ up the other Shaman, potentially get a few other moves going on there. I'm not in a bad position, really. I could have played the double colorless energy now that I'm thinking of it. Oh, no, I couldn't have. I apologize. That was on Shaman. That's what I used to attack. Couldn't do that. 2 energies onto the Gardevoir. Now, it's at 60. It's taken 60 damage already. We see a switch. Goes out into the Aromatisse. I'm not sure why. Cannot attack. Does not want to attack. Don't really know what you're fairy transferring towards. I'm not sure. He takes both energies, though. He doesn't take both energies. He drops the second energy onto the Gardevoir. Okay, there we go. I would not have put my Aromatisse up in the front. But he's got a Togepi and a Flabébé. Ends the turn. There goes my Bursting Balloon. That is fine. That is just fine. We are going to drop a double colorless energy onto the Vespa Queen. And I need... I'm not going to lie, I need a lot more cards than what I've got. I feel like I should really end, and I can just be revenge, or I can intelligence gather with the Vespa Queen. So I think that is my play right now. I am going to area dose, Poisonous Nest. We're going to poison this Aromatisse, so at least it's going to take a little bit of chip damage in between turns. I don't need to play the Shaman at the moment. I am just going to straight up end. This way Shaman goes back into the deck. I don't have to worry about drawing it. We do get the AZ back. We do not really get what I was looking for. In fact, I didn't get anything of what I was looking for. I was looking for Ultra Balls or a Yanmega or some other kind of Pokemon, and I don't even have a card I can play. So I can't go for the Be Revenge. I'm going to do 10 with Intelligence Gathering. And I already am at 6 cards, so I'm not even going to get the ability to benefit from Intelligence Gathering. That was a rough turn, to say the least. We do see 3 energies onto the Gardevoir now, so it is in max damage range, which is not good for us. Especially as I do not have a secondary attacker ready. It's got a Fighting Fury belt on it, and a Floette is about to hit the field. That means a Florges is not too far from it, too far behind. We see a Professor Sycamore, so he's going to be able to ditch 2 Fairy Energy, and potentially, there goes the Fairy Garden, so he'll be able to switch into that Gardevoir if he wants to. Goes for an Ultra Ball. What is he about to play? Our hand is not doing... He ditches the Florges. That's a weird move. Goes for a Swirlix. He's going for that protection. He's going for that card that removes the poison from all the actives. That is huge. But like I said, I did get a lot of chip damage off, so if I can just get the Mega Break going... Fairy transfers 1 energy onto the Aromatisse, which is great. He's going to be able to switch that, that Gardevoir in. And it's going to do 120 damage, but it does have to discard an energy to do it. Oh, it just goes for the Link Blast. We're equal, so it does enough damage. Fair enough. I misread that. I haven't got a choice. I've got to go into Yanma here. We get a VS Seeker. Not something I need. I really do need... What do I need here? I need a whole new hand. I'm going to go for the Special Charge. It's going to grab that double colorless energy, put it back in the deck, and we are going to have to go for the N. Because my hand is not very good here. We got an Ultra Ball, we got a Yanmega. Did not get a Forest though. I'm going to have to ditch a few cards here, but that's alright. We are going to go for the Ultra Ball. We're going to ditch the Judge and the VS Seeker. I'm looking for a Shaman. And I'm hoping that this Shaman can get me that good old Forest that I am looking for. Can you do it? Yes, give me those cards. Can you give me a Forest? No. No Forest. We can evolve the active Yanma as well, though I'm sadly in range of the Luminous Blade. I will go for the Poison, so it will get a little bit more chip damage down, and I'll have to go for the Sycamore on the following turn. There's not anything else I can do. We are going to end. Our deck is just not running as close as I was hoping here. But again, what's nice is they can only get 1-turn prizes, and every time they get a knockout, it is a little bit more damage for a future Vespa Queen. We see the transfer of the energy to the Floette. Goes just for the Link Blast, does not want to ditch any energy, so 40 damage to us. We are going to just drop a Bursting Balloon right now. I'm going to Break Evolve here. Break Evolve. Yes, I can Break Evolve that. Thank you. And we are going to go for a Sycamore. I need to get some cards here. Got a Battle Compressor. I got some Pokemon. But unfortunately, those Pokemon are not supposed to be in my hand. I need a Vespa Queen. I cannot go for that yet. I need the ability to knock out that Slurpuff with a Sweet Veil ability. We are currently needing to eliminate, what, a ton of cards? It's not going to happen. we can get rid of the Yanmega. I do not need... Actually, there's only one double colorless energy in the whole deck. Our prizes are really good right now. I don't need the Shaman. So we're gonna ditch it. That way they can't play it on us. I am not in a position to do a whole lot of anything. So I'm gonna let the Bursting Balloon do the threat. If he attacks us, that's fine. He'll knock us out, but he'll take another 60. And hopefully I can get my Judge off and I can take out this Gardevoir next turn. That is the role we're gonna play with. Choose a tool card or special energy and remove it. So he's getting rid of that Bursting Balloon, which is a fantastic play. But it doesn't stop us from being able to knock it out with Yanmega BREAK. And again, we're aiming to get that Vespiquen going. I do plan to get that Vespiquen going here. So I'm gonna ditch the Combi and the AZ. Judge is what's gonna get us to motor into our next attacker, which will be Yanmega taking over 2 prizes here. We're going to drop our entire Yanmega line back into the deck because we do not need it right now. It's not a great hand, but it'll do for next turn. I'm going to go for that barrier. No, hold on. It's got 40 more HP. I have to go for the Assault Boom. It's not going to knock it out, but it'll be really close. It's got 20 HP left. And I could not attach the Bursting Balloon. Florges is up, which means his Pokemon have an additional... Any fairy energy they have on their attacks is now reduced. So, for example, a Link Blast will only cost the Gardevoir in the active position 1 colorless energy. We do see an N, which ends up being a bit in my favor, but at the same time it's not, because I don't have a lot of cards left. We see an Evosoda. He's looking for something. Gets the Togetic going. And we see a Fairy Transfer. Does not need that energy. You don't need that energy, buddy. I'd save it. Yep, that's a good boy. Go for that Luminous Blade. You're not going to knock me out, but I am going to be able to knock you out this turn. We are going to go with a Bursting Balloon onto the Yanmega. And how many... Now, here's the problem. I don't have any energy. All the energy we had, we only had 1 double colorless energy in the whole deck. That is a huge problem because, you know, sometimes we just might not get any energy. I'm thankful that we can't attack. I gotta play down... I gotta play down 2 cards. We're gonna play down the Yanma, and we have to ditch one of our precious resources. And at this time, it's going to be the Ultra... I don't need the Sycamore. I don't even have that many cards left in my deck. So I'm gonna go for the Assault Boom here. He might just be able to outplay us here just by sheer cards left in his hand. I still need to have 4 turns to knock him out, which is not good. Goes out into the Florges. I did get a double colorless energy though, so that is going to be very, very effective. And with the Bursting Balloon, he might withdraw from attacking this turn, which would be really big for us. Goes for a VS Seeker and goes for a Sycamore. So he's going to be looking for more cards. Might be looking for that Togekiss, actually. Something we have not seen yet from his deck. We have not seen that yet from his deck. But again, Florges only needs 2 energies to really attack here. Each of your Pokemon's attacks cost 1 fairy energy less, so it will be able to do 70 damage to us. Looking for a Xerneas. It does evolve that Togetic into the Togekiss. Going for that Serene Grace, do you have any energy? Serene Grace, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may look at the top 8 cards of your deck, choose any basic energy you find there, and attach it to your Pokemon any way you like. So there's 2 energy onto that Xerneas. My opponent is putting in the pressure. goes for a set up, which actually puts him in same deck range as us, which is not good for him. Goes for a Fighting Fury Belt. Now, if I can just outlast this, we might be okay. Goes for a Fighting Fury Belt onto the Xerneas. That Xerneas is going to be bulky. But I think I've got a few Pokemon now. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Pokemon in here. That's 160 damage. And when Yanmega BREAK goes down, that is going to be another 3. That's going to be able to OHKO any Pokemon on my opponent's side. He's going for that Xerneas. And again, I don't mind this. I'm going to be able to knock him out. He's going to take the 60 damage. And I'm going to go for that Vespiquen setup right now. I grab the Revitalizer, which is kind of big. I don't need to go for Yanmega anymore. Vespiquen will do more than enough. And at this point, I just go for a Be Revenge and take our next prize. So there it goes. Now, as far as I know, none of his Pokemon are in range of knocking us out. A Vespiquen will be able to take another knockout. But we do need a way to get a Pokemon card back into the deck, because we will lose otherwise. Not technically. If I can take a Shaman out, I don't think we have any more VS Seekers. No, all 4 VS Seekers are gone. Lysander is gone. That Shaman is very safe. I need 3 turns to knock this team out. Goes for a second energy drop onto the Togekiss. This Togekiss, what can it do? It can only do 60 damage. He goes for an end, which is great. We get to save our hands a little bit. Drops us down to 3. It drops me down to 7. And I grab that Sycamore. I didn't really want that. Goes for a town map so he can see which 3 prizes are left. He does not knock me out, though. Does confuse me, however. I'm going to go for the Revitalizer and grab myself a Vespiquen. I have to grab 2. So we will grab a Combee. And we are going to evolve our backstage fan. I can't go for the Professor Sycamore. This was a fantastic play on my opponent's part. I did not see the confusion coming. I can't use my Sycamore. I don't have the ability to use my supporters. I have to gamble the attack and go for the Be Revenge. I fail. I take 30 more, and I'm going to get knocked out here. Not much I can do. I think this game is going to go to Mayito. I have to sacrifice. I have to go into my Vespiquen. No other option. No other option. And he's got 2 attackers. He took a nice lead there. Getting that ability to confuse me was huge. He's not going to be able to knock me out in one shot here. And I think that is clear enough as day that is game. He's going to be able to knock me out with his Florges. Goes for a VS Seeker. If he can grab... Goes for a Zerosic? Pulls it up. Nothing I can do. Like I said, Vespiquen goes down. He'll be taking 1 more prize. And I unfortunately have nothing I can really do here. I have to go into Yanma. I can't grab a Yanmega BREAK. I go for a Combee drop. And I'm going to go for the Sycamore. It's my last turn. We're going to get rid of the Stadium. I am alright with just going all out here. I can retreat. I am going to at least knock out this Florges. But that will be game. That is game. I'm just going out with a bang. We're knocking out this Florges. We're going to take 1 more prize. But unfortunately, unless my opponent somehow ends, we are going to be... Even an end. I'm at 2 prizes. Puts the 2 both back in. I can't draw. So that's going to be game here. That is going to be game number 2. We are going to go into game number 3. That is actually really exciting. Does discard my double colorless energy. We had a really bad start, but in all honesty, my opponent just outplayed me. Got a lot of bigger attackers than me, and it was 100% overwhelming. I knew that Gardevoir was going to be a threat. I couldn't take it out, and it ended up costing me in the end. That is Pokemon TCG at its finest. We are going to head ourselves into game number 3, where we are about to see can Yanmega BREAK take game number 2, or is Mayito going to be the new World Champion Senior Division? Should have said that the other way around, but it doesn't matter. We're about to find out. Game number 3. Alright, we're going into our final match. Mayito Fairy deck versus Time and their Yanmega BREAK deck. Can we take a win here? I'm not too sure. So he's going to go first this time. Gonna change it up. Maybe we can get that first turn win here. We get a Combi. I'm not gonna lie, most of our starts have been pretty booty. But we do get the... it's a Flabébé this time. So if we get the right start here, we might be able to just knock it out. So I'm going to go with a Vespiquen drop here. I just got to take 2 Pokemon. I'm going to be getting 1 off of the Vespiquen here. So we're going to go for the Sycamore. We're going to get at least 20 damage off. And if I can ditch another Pokemon, which I cannot, well, we're just going to have to set ourselves up. Going to drop another Vespiquen down. That's a little disheartening that I can't get the whole thing. I'm going to go for the Intelligence Gather. I can't knock it out anyway, and if I can get another Pokemon in the discard pile regardless, yes, I'd like 6 cards. It'll be beneficial anyway. I didn't get anything that was going to help me out for that cause, actually. Drops an energy onto the Aromatisse now, or sorry, the Floette. Can do 30 damage, but may not want to. It'll knock itself out, and that will be the game. Now I need to get rid of a few more cards. Those bursting balloons do come in handy. Here. We get a Yanmega BREAK, and as long as I use 1 more card, actually, I should be able to take this thing out. There's a Pokemon in here, Vespiquen. I don't want it. I'll be honest. I know how to do this. Judge. Good game. Good game, Mayito. This will be fast. I'm going to retreat out. I'm going to knock him out with the Omega. Which will do just enough? No. I'll be out of range. I'm going to be another 10 out of range. Well. Maybe we have 20. No, I need to put pressure on this thing. So we're going to retreat. We're going to go into that Yanmega, and we're going to do 50 damage. He can do 30 to me all he wants. I've got enough HP to handle it now. And if he decides to go for another attack, he gets the... This is what I was hoping he wasn't going to get. Drops a Fighting Fear Bell on the Spritzy. See, I was hoping this wasn't going to happen, but I judged into his hand. I literally judged into what he wanted. And we're in trouble. Goes for an N, which is awful for us. Not awful, but just not good. Could not get that early game power. I'll be able to now. Goes for the Wonder Shrine. I am confused. I do need a Yanmega BREAK. But we are going to go for a Battle Compressor. I'm going to actually go to ditch the Ariados. It's not going to do me any good. And I can ditch a Yanmega BREAK. I am setting up for a Vespiquen later. And I can ditch a Yanma. Yes. That is probably the best thing I can do. And we are going to be able to... I'll probably ditch the Vespiquen that's currently in my hand. I'll keep the Revitalizer, ditch a Shaman. This will get me the cards I need. Hold on. Ditch 2. I'll have 3 cards in hand. So I will have to Shaman. So Vespiquen and Shaman go. We need to get that Yanmega BREAK in order to break that confusion that we currently have on us. Gonna drop that down. Did we... I don't think we supported, actually. Well, it doesn't hurt. I need the judge anyway, and if I can play it, I'm gonna play it. I can play it. So my best play right now is to go for judge. I get a bursting balloon. I'm okay with losing Yanmega BREAK, as I will be pretty much set up with the Vespiquen in the back. I am gonna go for that. It doesn't even matter at this point. The barrier break will knock it out, and we're gonna claim the first prize of this match, which is good. We're gonna be a prize ahead. Got a Lysander, which is amazing. Brings out the Gardevoir. A muscle band onto that Gardevoir means we'll be able to hit it with the assault. Actually, I think we're gonna get knocked out. It's gonna do 30. Increase to 50. Alright. I need to go for a level ball. I'm gonna go for... Did I toss the Arios? Yes, I did. I'm gonna grab that Combi. Just in case. The Revitalizer is still back in here, so I can still use it at any time. I'm gonna go for the Bursting Balloon. And I'm gonna go for the Assault Boom. So I'm gonna do 120 damage. Now, he can knock me out, but he'll knock himself out too, and get me initiative. This is a big turn for him. He's gotta make a good, clean call here. Drops an energy onto it. Goes for a Lysander, perfect play. He's gonna go for that Vespiquen. That was good. That was good. Now he doesn't have any energy in back. I'm gonna be able to play up my Yanmega BREAK. Bursting Blue may be gone, but I'm still gonna knock out your Gardevoir. And I did get another double colorless energy onto the Vespiquen as I go for a Assault Boom, and I'm gonna knock out Gardevoir. So I'm gonna take 2 more prizes here. Boom and boom. So we get a special charge and the Yanmega BREAK. Our deck is actually quite full at this point. He's pretty much giving us a Shaman here. May not want to do that. Fairy Garden is up. Has no other option though. We are going to be able to drop a double colorless energy onto the Combi. I'll be able to drop a Yanma here. And I think I want to take out that Spritzy. We're going to go for that Spritzy. We're going to make sure that this thing gets knocked out. GG. He already is aware. He's down to 1 card, and I am not going to be trying to give him any additional help here. So Battle Compressor. I'll be able to compress 3 Pokemon away, switch into Vespiquen, and that will be game. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Battle Compressor. Let's see if I've got any Pokemon left in here. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna ditch them. Gonna retreat out into Vespiquen, and Vespiquen is gonna take today's game, guys. That is why Yanmega BREAK is a senior champion. He was able to get out that damage. Now, albeit I had some bad starts, but if all things went the way it should have, we would have had a nice early start. We would have been able to put pressure on early game. And to be honest with you, this particular match, the third one, we had a lot of pressure. I just didn't have enough to knock him out. I was always like 10 or 20 damage shy of just getting that early game win. But either way, that is all for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a long time since we've had a three game session, so it was nice to actually get that back in. We will catch you guys in the next episode as we take on Curious Cleffa and Superior once more. They want revenge, and we're about to bring it to them. Catch you guys then. Time out.